Hello and welcome to the show. I am the host, as always, Chad Malcolm, joined by my glamorous assistant. Let's call him that. My glamorous assistant. It's Tom Lavender.
Your only co-host left.
We'll get to that. How are you, buddy?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm okay. You had a good week?
So. I'm off tomorrow. First day off in 5 months.
I have been sat here all day refreshing my Rotor app. Because they said, we'll get your Rotor app. It's now 20 to 8. I still haven't got it. So I don't even know when I'm working.
And that you're working yesterday.
Yeah. You can see that happening though. The other day I didn't know I had, because I'm not getting notifications on the app that I've got new shifts.
Yeah.
I sort of like woke up and was like, oh, I don't know why, but let's just go on the app and have a look. And I was working later that day. I was like, good job I checked.
Yeah.
So you may have noticed that we are 1 or 2 men down. The Ryans have officially left Bold Prediction Wrestling due to creative differences, and they have gone off to do their own thing. So we wish them the best of luck in that. And I think that's the only news that happened this week. It's been a very slow week.
Well, part of my bold prediction coming right.
What was your bold prediction, just for those that missed it?
My bold prediction was Ryan was going to leave us. Just, he's going to leave us. And it came, my luck, it came right. And no one believed me. So fuck you all. I
just think that you should stop making big, bold predictions like that if they're going to come true all the time.
We hit a mil, so there we go.
There we go. I have got a bold prediction this week. I can't. Oh yeah, that was it. It's all right. It's nothing fabulous, but it'll do. So the first show after we recorded was Smackdown, Throwback edition, and we didn't get fisted.
No,
we got CGI fisted.
We did, yeah, we did. But
did you enjoy your CGI fisting?
Not really.
Would you have preferred a physical fisting? I would have.
Would you?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought they would have at least had it on the stage, maybe to the side, if they wasn't going to fit it properly.
Yeah. It'd have been nice to have just seen it.
Yeah.
Roman kicks off SmackDown by saying they got rid of Daniel Bryan and replaced him with, out comes Jimmy Uso, which I've been expecting it for a while.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect it tonight because I've expected it for so long. You expect it to be like a pay-per-view or something. Cesaro comes out before getting attacked by Seth Rollins, and Teddy Long comes out and tells him that if he beats Rollins, he gets Roman at WrestleMania Backlash. Can we not call it that? Can we just call it Backlash?
It's WrestleMania Spatlash.
Yeah, but can we just call it Backlash?
Yeah.
Why do we have to call it WrestleMania Backlash?
Because
Braun did it.
Because we're getting half of the same matches again.
Yeah, Braun did it a few weeks back, and he was like, "Oh, next Sunday at WWE WrestleMania Backlash." Like, it's such a mouthful. Just say Backlash and get it done with.
I mean, I'm concerned. Are they actually having Money in the Bank this year?
Yes, I think it'll be the next pay-per-view.
Because
it used to be after Backlash. It used to be in June.
But did we have Backlash last year? Or did we have Money in the Bank straight away?
We had Money in the Bank, and then we had Backlash.
Don't think we had Backlash last year.
It was the greatest wrestling match ever between Randy Orton and Edge. That was a Backlash. Do you not remember that match? Match that went on for like 45 minutes, and I didn't watch because it's Randy Orton.
The one that just went on and on and on. Just move after move and nothing happened exciting.
Oh, let's have a look. Let's have a look at Let's have a look at Backlash 2020 and see if we remember any of the matches. This should be interesting to say the least. Right, what have we got here? We have got, oh dear, some matches. Right, we've got Apollo Crews defending against Andrade on the pre-show. Okay. Bailey Sasha Banks defeated Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross and the Iconics. Sheamus defeated Jeff Hardy, sorry. Asuka defeated Nia Jax. Braun Strowman defeated The Miz and John Morrison. Bobby Lashley defeated Drew McIntyre defeated Bobby Lashley. And Randy Orton defeated Edge in a match that went on for 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was pre-recorded on June the 7th.
Oh, I forget. When was the actual show aired? So that was June 7th.
A week later, 14th, June 14th.
Can't be doing with Randy Orton matches.
That was the year they had bloody Rey Mysterio fall to his death off the fucking building.
Yeah, that was a Money in the Bank. They threw Baron Corbin threw Rey Mysterio and Aleister Black off the roof, didn't they?
Yeah, because that year it was Money in the Bank, then Backlash. But now this year it's the other way around. It's
usually Backlash, then Money in the Bank. I don't know why they changed it last year, but they did. Where's my camera pulling up? So Cesaro beats Rollins after Jimmy super kicked Rollins because Rollins pushed Jay.
Yeah.
At this point, I was sort of like, I don't like how Jimmy's just came back and was like, I'm part of the bloodline. But obviously, as the show goes on, we realize that's not the case.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it all together at the end because it makes more sense.
Yeah.
Backstage, Rollins tells Roman that he needs to know if he has an issue with him or with Jimmy Uso. Roman says he'll sort it. Jimmy tells Roman that he ain't no one's bitch and he won't be treated like his brother is. Teddy Long tells Sami Zayn he'll go one-on-one with The Undertaker. And then ends up making a 10-man tag match. Again, we'll get to that in a bit. Carmella makes Ruby Riott tap out.
Why?
Exactly.
Why are we seeing this match? It just doesn't make sense. Neither of them have actually got a storyline. That's just trying to start building one, which is not a good storyline.
Bayley comes out and praises past women of wrestling. So she's like, here's Trish Stratus, here's Lita, here's Ivory. Notice how she didn't mention Mickie James. I thought that was a bit. And then she beats up Bianca because they have a match this Sunday. Because I don't know why. I really don't know why.
Ding dong goodbye.
Ding dong goodbye. Wow. The Usos have a discussion before Jimmy suggests going after the tag titles. Dolph Ziggler picks on Dominic, then Dominic takes Ray's place in the match and rolls up Dolph for the win. The weekly discussion this week, we're actually going to talk about WrestleMania Backlash. We're going to not do our official predictions, but do early predictions on what we think is going to happen in the matches, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Including that SmackDown tag match.
Yeah.
Go on, were you going to say something?
No, I wasn't. Go on.
Roman Reigns tells Paul Heyman to bring him his cousin. Yeah, this was weird because Roman was like, bring him a cousin. And then Paul Heyman was like, which one? And Roman just looked at him and he goes, oh. I was like,
that's still confusing. Like, who?
Yeah, The Rock. Next week on SmackDown, so tonight when this goes live, we get Shania versus Tamina and Natalia for the titles. Do you think that Shania dropped them?
I reckon they'll drop them due to Alexa Bliss.
Okay. Explain.
Lily.
You think that Lily's going to appear on SmackDown?
Yeah.
Okay. Explain.
Because at the minute, WWE are also planning on shaking up the roster. Have you not noticed? That's been a lot of in the news recently.
They always want to do that.
Yeah. But if you looked at the way what Raw was, Lily went for Shayna Baszler. With this voodoo power making an ego. So I
didn't think of it like that. I thought she just got dropped on her. I thought she got dropped on her knee.
No.
And as she started to walk.
No, that's the whole point. It was something to do with Lily. That's the reason they were out there. That's the reason she's just stuck in the place and she couldn't move from where she was at all. She couldn't even drag herself to that corner.
Oh,
the whole
because
idea
so much attention I pay to Raw, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's the whole idea behind it. Was Lily was doing something because Lily has her eyes on somebody in the. Fever.
I'm not going to talk about my opinion on Lily yet because I'm going to wait till Raw. But
I reckon it's going to have something to do with Lily.
And you think that's going to happen like on SmackDown.
I reckon Shayna Baszler's the one that Lily's going for.
Okay. Next up, we get Tamina versus Reginald.
Yeah.
Match ends when Shayna and Nia get involved. We then get the big 10-man tag match, and not a single person gets an entrance.
Oh, the short for time.
Can you tell us all 10 people in this match without looking it up?
No.
Can you tell us any?
No.
So we had Kevin Owens teaming up with Big E, Shinsuke Nakamura, and the Street Profits, taking on Apollo, King Corbin, Sami Zayn, Otis, and Chad Gable. It was a match, and the heels win when Corbin hits End of Days on Nakamura.
I swear to God, it's just anything to do with Corbin. It's just they just make him look strong, and then just like, yeah, right, you won. Now it goes to the back. We don't care.
Did you know that no one's actually ever kicked out of the End of Days?
No, I didn't.
Mm-hmm. No one's ever kicked out of it. Fun fact. They piped in "This is awesome" chants.
I don't know why.
Like, how can you tell? They're piping in "This is awesome" chants on a random 10-man tag match on SmackDown.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Hang on just a second. Roman tells Jimmy to fall in line or go home, so he leaves.
Yeah.
Jay tells him it's easy, just acknowledge him. While Jimmy and Jay are talking, Cesaro sees his moment and attacks Roman. Jay comes for the save, but Cesaro takes him out. Then Jimmy tries to save his brother and gets beat down too. Cesaro stands tall at the end of SmackDown. I put here as a note. I liked this. Jimmy saved his brother instead of directly helping Roman. I was worried that at first that Jimmy would be on Roman's side with no explanation, but I like what we got.
Yeah, I mean,
SmackDown's actually a good show.
I mean, like I've messaged you during the week, my prediction is it's going to be Jimmy and Jay are going to actually have a feud between each other.
Mm-hmm.
Then that way they'll have a few matches together, and then they'll end up making up, and then they'll go for then it'll separate Jay from Roman to make them as a separate tag team in the division again.
How does Roman feel about that?
Well, Roman doesn't care. He's by himself, isn't he?
Yeah, but Roman wants Jay as his right-hand man. He's not going to be happy if Jay leaves.
But what's he going to do?
Beat him up again.
But there's two of them to attack him.
He beat them both up at Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, but one was already bloody down.
Yeah, but it's Roman Reigns. He's like the best.
Yeah, but by the time they get a chance, he's going to have probably Cesaro jump back in again and defend them.
Roman will kill everybody. I don't know. I really don't know where this is going to go. I don't know where I want to see it go either. I think we will get a bit of a Jimmy versus Jay situation.
Brother rivalry, yeah.
I don't know. Everyone I've spoke to reckons that the Usos win the tag belts. I don't know if they do. I don't know if they just fight for a bit and then go their separate ways, or not their separate ways. They'll probably be fighting till like SummerSlam though in WWE, and then you can get tag match between Roman and Jay and Jimmy and Cesaro or whatever.
Yeah,
you can do that at a pay-per-view. But yeah, I don't reckon that we get a tag team match, but it's obviously possible, isn't it?
Or they're going to do what they did with Jay with Jimmy, and it's going to be the Tribal Chief match.
Yeah, but that
an I Quit match.
But so Jimmy had to acknowledge Roman as the Tribal Chief or leave WWE, didn't he? Really?
Yeah.
So if Jay was to join Jimmy, then wouldn't Roman just be like, "Whoa, excuse me, get out of here"?
But technically, Jimmy already I quit for Jay. So he already
Yeah, but if
acknowledged him
Jay
as
was
a
to
tribal
join
chief.
Jimmy and go after the tag titles, like you said, he'd be disobeying Roman.
Not if Roman's told him to.
But would Jimmy do that? Would Jimmy do what Roman tells him to do?
Well, no, Roman could tell Jay to convince Jimmy to do that without him knowing.
Yeah, I suppose. So
it'd be like, you're going to get your brother and you're going to make him go for them belts. And I'm
That's
not
a good
going to get
idea.
involved.
And then they can sort of like, because Roman's character's good at like mind tricking people,
and then
manipulating people. So we could sort of manipulate Jay to get Jimmy to win the titles and team up with Roman without necessarily getting him to, acknowledge me.
But what it would be is they'll win the belts and Roman come out and say, well done. Now you can acknowledge me as a tribal chief because I did that for you.
But then what if he didn't? Like, what if Jimmy's just like, well, no.
Well, no, you look at Jay and think, do you betray me like that, Oos?
Exactly.
Yeah, and then it'll start, or that's how a rivalry will start. And then they'll lose the belts within 1 or 2 matches afterwards for competing with them. And then they will argue and start that feud.
Yeah, I suppose I can see that.
I think no matter what's going to happen, there's going to be a feud between them both.
Yeah, I think we're probably going to get a feud between them both.
Yeah.
Or I could see him taking like an easy way out, a cheap way out, and we get a feud between them.
Yeah.
But then it's like, I don't know, Jay versus Cesaro. Jay's like getting beaten up by Cesaro, and then Jimmy comes out and it's like, whoa, Cesaro, don't do that. That's my brother.
Yeah.
And then he just like turns on. Yeah, I don't know. So we go from like, I'd say SmackDown's pretty good booking, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And then we go to crap booking on Raw.
Well, no. Well. It's better than what it's been.
Let me read the first 10 words on my notes.
Okay.
Raw kicks off with a traditional 6-woman tag match.
Yes.
It's tradition on Raw to have a 6-person tag match now.
Yes.
They have an extra hour, yet they're sticking more people into one match, and it's like, can we not?
But everyone complains they don't get screen time. Here you go, all have a 6-man tag. Tag match.
2 of the people in this match were then later in the show anyway. It's like I don't get it. So Raw kicks off with a 6-woman tag match. Mid-match, Alexa's playground appears, and she says she's there to keep her eye on someone. Asuka pins Shayna after Shayna hurts herself.
Yeah.
Charlotte attacks Asuka after the match, and Bliss laughs. Now, originally, I thought, okay, she's there to go after Charlotte.
Yeah.
But then I thought, imagine if it's a swerve and she goes after Asuka.
Yeah.
But then, Royal Rumble, who eliminated Alexa Bliss?
Oh.
Rhea Ripley in about 1 minute, 13 seconds. So, but again, this is Raw. This is bad writing. They haven't got, common sense. So I don't think it will be Rhea. But so you think she's going after Shayna?
I really think she's going after Shayna.
Why?
I don't know. I really don't know, but I generally think that it's going to be Shayna because I reckon they're going to split Jax and Shayna up.
I think they need to.
I think they will do once they've lost the belts.
Well, can she go after Nia instead then?
God, no. That was... Measure Alexa Bliss lifting up Nia Jax.
We've seen Alexa Bliss and Nia before. It just means that if them 2 are in the same segment, I can skip it and then skip both people.
I don't know. When was the last time we've seen Bray Wyatt?
That is actually on my notes. We haven't seen it. Like, so the night after WrestleMania, he cut a Firefly Funhouse. We haven't seen him since.
So I'm back, and then
imagine not having anything for Bray Wyatt. Imagine not being able to find anything for Bray Wyatt to do. Exactly. Like, since Christmas, right? He's appeared twice, 3 times, and he's done nothing.
Yes, true.
Imagine not having anything for him.
But who would you put him against at the minute, though?
I think, let me just fast forward in my notes a little bit.
Oh, God, don't tell me Mustafa Ali.
Mustafa Ali and Ricochet are having amazing matches on main event, right?
Yeah.
Main event, again, we'll get to that in a minute because I wrote a note on that. Main event, why are they on main event? Get them on the actual show. Can we stick Elias and that Jackson racist on the main event instead?
Imagine, well, I don't even know why they put Jinder Mahal on bloody Raw.
I want to talk about that in a minute because that's what I've got something to comment on.
Yeah.
So next, Riddle says he's filled out official forms to become a tag team because apparently that's now a thing. Kofi says it's a fact that you have to, unlike the frauds AJ and Omos.
Okay. Oh yeah. So does that mean every time they just say, right, you and you in the ring are going to have a tag team?
Put into Kofi Kingston, yeah.
Hang on, before this match goes, sign this.
Yeah, Nicholas, just to sign this here to become an official tag team with Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
MVP tries to get Braun to injure Drew McIntyre before Sunday. This main event, Jazz, we'll get to that. Miz versus Damian Priest this Sunday. And we get Morrison versus Damian Priest tonight. And the winner picks the stipulation. Obviously, more of that in a minute. Via and Shanky accompany Jinder Mahal in a wasted return. Why? One, why was this match advertised during the first match of the show? Two, why did Jinder Mahal cut a promo before coming out? Three, why don't we actually have a proper return rather than Jinder's back?
Yeah.
Do you remember that match between Jeff Hardy and Jeff Hardy and Jinder Mahal in Saudi Arabia? I think Jeff went for a swanton, completely missed, and then Jinder just like fell. It was bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
Commentary say it's been a year since Jinder Mahal has been in active competition. That's a line. That's a line from commentary.
Yeah.
He faced Jeff Hardy on main event last week. Why is main event a show if they're not going to acknowledge that it's a show?
Yeah.
You know? Like he had a match on there against Jeff Hardy, yet commentators are like, oh, we haven't seen him in a year. It's like if you just watch this other show that you produce, we seen him last week. And then Jinder Mahal wins clean. I think. I didn't really watch. I saw he won. Was it clean?
I don't know. I was more focused on the fact that he's bald and now has no beard. Mm-hmm. he's just completely gone hairless.
Sorry.
Go on.
It has been a year since Jinder Mahal has been in active competition, right?
Apparently so, yes.
And I mentioned that we saw him on.
Yeah.
He was on pay-per-view this year. He was at a pay-per-view or a glorified house show, a network special called Superstar Spectacle. He basically main evented it with these two boys.
I think they probably meant the two main brands, Smackdown and Raw.
All right, Finn Balor hasn't been in a competition for like 2 years. But he's been in NXT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I just don't get why WWE produce these shows and then pretend they don't mean anything. You know, they put this Superstar Spectacle on for the Indian fans and don't even acknowledge that it happened.
Yeah.
They have main event weekly and don't even acknowledge that it happened.
Yeah, I don't even watch main event.
Nobody does.
No.
Even the commentators don't. But it's a show. But it's a show that they produce. AEW have AEW Dynamite on a Wednesday. On a Tuesday, they have AEW Dark on YouTube, and on Monday they have AEW Dark Elevation on YouTube. They have 3 shows, and in AEW, wins and losses matter. So you might not see someone for weeks on AEW Dynamite, but they're getting wins on Dark and Dark Elevation, and then they'll come up to Dynamite, have a match. And the commentators are like, oh, this guy's on like a 7 or 8 win streak because those matches on them other shows matter. Yeah. Main event doesn't matter. But then again, to WWE, Raw and SmackDown don't matter. And that's an issue. Riddle sings / mimes along to Randy Orton's song. I love him. I never thought I'd say that, but I love Matt Riddle. He's so funny.
Yeah.
Randy gets the win in an 8-man tag match. Randy RKO's Kofi and Woods after the match, and Riddle says, "How are we meant to have friends if you do stuff like that?"
To be fair, I was watching this. I was thinking, as soon as Randy had his back turned to Riddle, I was thinking, is he going to RKO Riddle as well?
No.
I was thinking, is he going to do it to Riddle as well as the rest of them?
The thing is, you can see them doing that with Randy, but I'm actually enjoying these two together. So I hope they don't do that for a long time. Because I don't enjoy Randy Orton at all.
To be fair, Riddle wouldn't care if he got it happen. He just come back anyway. That could be. Just be like, why did you do that, bro? So I forgive you.
Yeah. Charlotte makes Sonya book Asuka versus Rhea Ripley tonight. We'll get that in a bit.
Sorry, who? Sorry, who?
Charlotte makes Sonya Deville.
Sorry, who's Charlotte? I mean, I've never heard of her before.
Charlotte Flair?
Yeah, she's never been
on the show. You've
heard of
Charlotte Flair? No, she's not, is she? So there was this wrestler called Ric Flair. Have you heard of him?
I've heard of him.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, she's his daughter.
Oh, really?
Apparently, she's like amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I'm surprised you haven't heard of her. You haven't heard of her.
No, I mean, I've never seen her on Raw SmackDown before.
Yeah,
no.
I think she.
I watch it every week.
I think she should be. That's a difficult sentence. I think she should be in more title pictures, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think she's done enough main events.
No, I think she should have her own fucking show.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
WWE, Charlotte Flair.
But then I won't have to watch it. So yeah.
Wednesday nights.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Sheamus versus Humberto Carrillo ends in double count out. You want to take this one?
Yeah, double count out because
was it double count out or ref stoppage?
The ref called double count out without actually counting double count out because they're outside for over 10 seconds because obviously.
So was it ref stoppage then?
No, it ended as a double count out officially, but the ref stopped it as a double count out.
Why did it end in a double count out?
Because it was because of Humberto Carrillo power. I don't know what you'll call it.
Like a sunset flip powerbomb sort of thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then Sheamus, the way he had Sheamus landed on top of him instead of landed on his back outside the ring. And Humberto Carrillo couldn't actually move. He struggled to move. He was in a lot of pain. So the ref called for double count out because they're outside for longer than 10 seconds outside the ring just to get it over with so you can have medicals come and look at him.
Raw was 4 nights ago, and I didn't even know anything about this until you were telling me before we clicked record. I don't know. I just didn't know. Do you think we get Humberto Sheamus for a title? Do you think we get it on Raw, or do you think we get it on the pre-show of WrestleMania Backlash?
It's got to be a pre-show.
It depends if he's fit, though, doesn't it?
Oh, he is clear to wrestle again. It was just a matter of it was sudden shock.
I wouldn't be surprised if they stick that on the pre-show then.
Yeah.
Which is a shame. It is a shame. It should be on the main show.
It's like the second week in a row we've had that match, though.
Yeah. Before that, we had Mansoor, so.
Yeah.
Shelton Benjamin beats Cedric after Cedric gets cocky.
It's just that he destroyed the Hurt Business and then just put them against each other. It's why they could have been still a good tag team.
Rhea Ripley beats Asuka while Charlotte Flair's on commentary.
Sorry, who again?
Damian Priest beats John Morrison in a very good match, then chooses a lumberjack match for Sunday. Obviously, this is to stop the Miz running, but can't Morrison be a lumberjack?
Yeah. I mean, not going to lie, I kind of skipped that match because it's still going on for WrestleMania.
It's still going on for the Royal Rumble.
That's what I mean. It's just going on. I'm just like, I've had enough.
This match, I really enjoyed. And that's twice this year that I've said it could be my favorite John Morrison match. Because when I first got into wrestling, John Morrison wasn't around. He got released like the week of me watching it.
Yeah.
So I haven't really seen many John Morrison matches. And since his return, it hasn't exactly been great. I really enjoyed this one. And I really enjoyed one, I think it was at the Elimination Chamber, the triple threat maybe.
Yeah.
John Morrison's so good. But he's just not given the chance.
Yeah, it's true. He is good. I mean, in fact, he's been put with The Miz really, how could put overshadows his capability.
He's a comedy act at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah. But he's getting a lot more wrestling than Miz at the minute.
Yeah. On Sunday, obviously, we get the lumberjack match. Do you think that it's possible one of the lumberjacks join up with Miz and Morrison? I don't know who. But like he had his Miz Taraj.
Bad Buddy to come back as a lumberjack.
God.
You can see it happening.
I wouldn't even know who I'd want from. I don't know who
America doesn't even have live shows yet.
No.
Music shows. So why can't he come back?
Yeah, he's going on tour. But I think that's next year.
So why is he gone now?
Because he's not a wrestler?
Not according to degree, he isn't. They class him as a wrestler, don't they?
Yeah, but he's not, They
class him as a wrestler because of the amount of work.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, but
he's got other stuff to do. It's not his full-time job, is it?
The Triple H should give him a briefcase full of money and say goodbye.
Did you see what was in the briefcase?
It was
a massive dildo. I'm going to assume the answer is no. But did you watch the Eva Marie promo?
Kinda. It's like I watched half of it and it's like, nah.
She says she wants to be a role model.
Yeah.
She says that life isn't easy. To get a good picture, you have to have 99 bad ones. You have to put in the work to actually be successful and all that, right?
What the hell's Carmella at the minute?
What do you mean?
What's Carmella at the minute?
Winning on Smackdown by beating.
Yeah, but what is she? She's a superstar. She's a model, role model.
Is she?
Since she changed the gimmick.
What?
Since she's changed the gimmick from what she used to be.
Yeah.
I've seen her as more of like a model appearance than anything else.
I don't know. I don't know. I guess I can see that, but
yeah, she's become very more dressed up like a model and make it more like a model and over the top kind of thing.
Yeah. I think that this Eva Marie promo was a very babyface promo.
She is supposed to come back as a babyface.
I'm intrigued.
It's reported she's coming back as a babyface.
I'm intrigued to see where it goes. I'd like to see a babyface, see what she can do. Right. We then get the main event. It ends in DQ as Braun attacks Drew. Braun but then hits both Drew and Lashley with power slams, including one barricade.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'll get to it in the weekly discussion. Who wins Sunday?
I don't think Lashley's winning. No way.
Okay. Who wins?
I hope it's going to be Drew. For Jinder versus Drew.
See, I think Lashley retains. I really do. But then who does he face?
That's
Ray,
what I mean.
Jinder, Keith Lee.
Keith Lee is still there. There's a rumor Keith Lee's still not sure if he's medically clear, is he?
No, he's not. It's just, I don't know.
He's waiting for answers. It's either you
big
try or die trying.
There's no big star that isn't in this match on Raw.
Unless they're going to start building up Jinder to be a big star.
Give him the WWE title again, I say.
Have the Singh brothers come back with bloody Drew McIntyre.
Plus, we get 6-man tag matches every week on Raw. Please don't.
They're
not the Singh brothers. Oh, are they? They might have gone back to the Bollywood boys.
But you're forgetting He was by Jinder's side when he was last time champion.
Singh brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now he's got two bigger guys who doesn't need them. The Singh brothers are too busy on 205 Live anyway.
And not just that. Whatever happened to him, like, why did they leave Jinder? We never know.
Why did what? Why did they leave Jinder?
Why? Yeah.
Because Jinder got injured and then they went off to do their own thing.
Yeah, but why did they not come back? I mean, that's an empty gap in the whole storyline.
It's an empty gap that no one cares about but you.
Well, I hate gaps in storylines that just don't make sense.
You must hate WWE then.
I hate a lot of it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Speaking of WWE that you hate / don't watch, NXT. Now, for those of people that don't know, you don't watch NXT.
It's not I don't watch. Well, I try to, but it just doesn't interest me as much. But I'm going obviously now it's just me and you. I'm going to try and force myself a bit more to watch it. As well as AEW when it decides to upload its highlights properly. 3 matches in 3 days or 2 days, whatever.
Yeah, it was last night. So
yeah.
So NXT. We'll start with we had Raquel Gonzalez retain the women's championship against Mercedes Martinez. Mercedes Martinez, who you might know as Retaliation in Retribution.
Yeah.
He was there for one night and was like, yeah, this isn't for me. I'm going back to NXT.
Which one's this? Like number 7 now?
Probably. Kushida then retains in the main event in a 2 out of 3 falls match, which was pretty good against Santos Escobar. Yes, the Cruiserweight Championships does still exist, despite it not actually appearing on pay-per-view anymore. It's now the NXT Cruiserweight Championship.
When was the last time you've seen 24/7 Championship?
On Raw Talk.
It might as well just not exist anymore.
There is the Old Spice guy from Fastlane. We had a promo for him at Mania about his journey of getting the 24/7 Championship back. Cameron Grimes tries to buy a house but gets outbidded by the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. I don't like Cameron Grimes. Every week, these segments are brilliant. I love these segments. They're so good. And then next week, Johnny Gargano defends his North American Championship inside a steel cage against Bronson Reed. A lot of other stuff happened, but I don't want to say any of it matters. It does matter, but it doesn't. And it's sort of like,
Yeah.
Okay. John Moxley retains his IGWP US title for the first time. It's been defended on Dynamite. Okay. Do you know Anthony Ogogo?
I do not know Gogo.
He is a British boxer who is having a match with Cody Rhodes at Double or Nothing.
Okay.
Young Bucks retain against SCU, which means SCU have to split up. John Moxley and Eddie Kingston then rip apart the Elite's locker room. Christian Cage, you know him, don't you? You know Christian.
Good.
He's going to have a match against Matt Sydal. Do you know him?
Not. If you use their old names, I probably know him. Evan
Bourne.
Oh, God.
They're both entering a casino battle royal at Double or Nothing, with the winner getting a title shot. They'll have a match next week. Orange Cassidy faces Pac, also formerly known as Neville, to see who faces Kenny Omega at Double or Nothing. It ends in a double count. They both can't get up out of 10. But apparently Orange Cassidy got injured, apparently got knocked out.
Yeah.
I did watch this match. Yeah, I did watch this match, but didn't notice anything wrong. So we're getting it. I said Tony Khan then takes a leaf out of Vince McMahon's book and makes a triple threat match for Double or Nothing. Because we just seem to be getting triple threat matches this weekend, don't we? Young Buck. Go on.
There's one piece of news that we haven't done yet.
Go on.
It's WWE related, so you finish AEW first.
Young Bucks challenge Eddie and Moxley at Double or Nothing, so John Moxley could potentially become a tag team champion. The Inner Circle interrupt the Pinnacle celebration and spray them with a little bit of the bubbly, which I enjoyed. MJF accepts a rematch at Double or Nothing in a Stadium Stampede match and says if the Inner Circle lose, they have to split up forever. We get a few matches announced for next week. We get a few matches announced for Double or Nothing. And Miro, formerly known as Rusev, becomes the new TNT champion, which was a bit of a shock to me, but I'm happy to see it.
Yeah.
Tell me your news.
Oh, yeah. So there's a lot of rumors about Jeff Hardy's contract.
Yeah, he's been a bit sidelined, isn't he, at the moment? Just sort of like.
Well, the rumors are for that is what they're doing. They're bringing stars. Well, they pretty much bring the big stars down, but bring the new stars up.
Enhancement talent.
Yeah. So that's the reason they had Jeff Hardy lose to Jinder again, because they can bring Jeff Hardy into the sideline out the way.
Yeah, but it's Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
He deserves better.
A lot of people are concerned over his contract running out because they're treating him as if his contract is about to run out.
I know that we didn't see him for a few weeks, but that was because his dad died.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't want to do much because he doesn't feel up to it because of like his dad. I don't know, but it's Jeff Hardy. I want him to do more than this. I want him to do more than losing to Jinder Mahal.
Do you know what though? His contract's believed to be for another 2 to 3 years.
Exactly.
Why would you sign a contract that long?
They all do.
Yeah, but Matt didn't.
Booker T's got another 10 years left on his contract.
They probably do it for job security, but obviously, as we see at the minute, that doesn't matter.
Exactly. You can sign a 6-year contract and still get fired in 2 months. Like, it doesn't...
Yeah.
Right. What do you want to do first? Do you want to do Who's That Wrestler or do you want to do the pictures?
We'll do Who's That Wrestler.
Okay. So we're going to do Who's That Wrestler as we normally do.
Yeah.
I'm going to do one for Tom. Tom's going to do one for me.
Yeah.
And then after this, we have a new segment where we've both drawn, I've drawn, I don't really know what Tom's done. We've both done a picture for the other person as a moment in wrestling history, and we've got to try and guess it. So for audio listeners, it might not be ideal. I'm going to try and work on time codes in the description so you can see when to like fast forward to like if you don't want to
just click on the time and just skip to that part of the video.
Exactly. But yeah, Who's That Wrestler? Tom, do you want to go first or second?
Do you mean who's guessing first?
Yeah.
You can guess mine first if you want.
Okay, go on.
Chad's first time playing Who's That Wrestler?
Hang on. So yeah, it's my first time.
Yeah.
Ever.
Chad, why did you never play this with us?
Because I'm not very good.
Yeah.
So come on,
it's
then.
About time.
Oh no, wait. So I'm asking you questions.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. Keep track of how many questions I ask, and we'll see who wins between us.
Okay.
We usually do a limit of 20 questions.
Yeah.
If you want to count down from 20. Okay. Are they male?
Yes.
Okay. Are they still currently active in WWE?
Describe active.
Are they still wrestling in WWE?
No.
Are they a commentator in WWE?
No.
Are they a manager in WWE?
No.
Are they a referee in WWE?
No.
Are they behind the scenes in WWE?
No.
Are they even in WWE?
Yes.
Are they a ring announcer?
No.
Are they a wrestler?
I'll give you a hint. They are a previous wrestler.
Yeah, that should have probably been a quick question of mine, shouldn't it? Are they still like...
Are they still active? Well, no, you actually did. The first one was, are they still active? So you did already ask that.
And what did you say?
No.
But I asked, are they an active wrestler? Right, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Are they currently assigned to WWE?
Yes.
Have they appeared on Raw this year?
I'll just double check that one because it's not on the profile.
I feel like I just wasted like so many questions because I didn't ask my first question the way I wanted to.
You did say Raw, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
Is it Hulk Hogan?
No.
Are they a former World, WWE, or Universal Champion?
Former world.
Like the main title.
No. Going to the profile is not.
Are they a previous tag team champion? This is great content for audio.
It is.
It is what?
What do you use? Pro wrestling facts of your profiles?
No, I just use Wikipedia.
Oh, fair enough.
But I also try not to choose wrestlers that I don't know.
Okay. Just I used to go on his Wikipedia page. I was using prowrestling.wiki fans or whatever it was.
So are they a former tag team champion?
No.
Are they a former champion at all?
Yes.
Is it 24/7?
No.
Intercontinental?
No.
United States?
I'm just gonna tell you, it's not. They haven't won a WWE championship.
It's what?
They haven't won a single title in WWE.
WCW?
No.
ECW?
Nope.
NXT?
Nope. Do you give up?
I asked if they've been a champion.
Yes.
You said yes.
But according to their profile, it's none of them brands.
Okay. Okay. The television title.
I don't know if it's classed as a
I swear to
television.
God, if you screwed me over here with some stupid title.
It is a stupid title. And it's a very Chad, it's older than me and you put together.
It's a what?
It's older than me and you put together.
It's what?
It's older than me and you put together. That's how old the title is. But it's called the profile. It's a title. It's classed as a winning title.
So there's a superstar who's male, who has won a championship.
Superstar.
A former male superstar in WWE that has won a championship.
Yeah.
That has appeared on Raw this year.
Yes.
And is still right. Okay.
Do you want a hint?
No.
This would have been a great one for the other two as well. They would never have got it. All I'm gonna say
appeared on Raw. Hang on. No. I don't want any clues. Don't be helping me out here.
Oh god. No, this is where it gets great content.
Well, I wasted like 20. Right. So
I stopped counting after 5.
It's a man who has won a championship in WWE.
No, not he hasn't won a championship. He hasn't won a championship in WWE. That's what I said.
You said yes.
No, I went no, and you started going through it, but I said no. We'll go, wait, replay. We'll go replay.
So it's a former WWE superstar that's never won a championship in WWE.
Yes.
But you said he has won a championship. But
not in WWE or in any. You're never going to get the championship. So the championship is Southern Heavyweight Championship.
So not a championship that matters.
No, but according to his Wikipedia page, it's classed as a championship.
But my question was, has he won a championship in WWE?
No, you said championship. You didn't say in WWE.
And you said yes.
No, I said no.
But he has won a championship.
But not in WWE.
You said I didn't ask that question. You said that I asked, has he won a championship? And you said yes.
Okay. Yes, he's won a championship, not a WWE championship.
Exactly, but we didn't ask that. Okay, right. Is it someone I know?
Yes. You given up yet?
No, I'm not giving up.
Okay, right.
See, I'm supposed to have 20 questions. I'm supposed to be out by now anyway.
Yeah, but I really want you to...
Did they appear on Legend?
I think they did.
Is it Tatanka?
No.
It's not Tatanka.
No.
Did they appear on Legends Night?
I'm sure it did.
I swear to God, if you've screwed me over. I will not play this game again with you if you've screwed me over here.
Legends Night was at Thunderdome, was it?
Yes.
Yes, he was there.
Bloody hell, right, okay.
That was in January, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep, definitely there.
He's never won a title in WWE. Flipping heck.
Did you ask if he was a manager?
Yes.
Oh, that's my bad. Yes, he was. That's my bad. I'll admit that one.
Is it Jimmy Hart?
Yeah.
You're telling me that I could have had this for like 5 questions if you'd actually.
That's my bad. I'll put my hands up to that one. It was a good one, though.
It was a good one. If you'd answered the questions right, then yes, maybe.
Hey, my first time.
When I said, is he a manager? That's exactly who I was thinking of.
That's why I said when you were close with Hulk Hogan, because Hulk Hogan, Jimmy Hart, Legends Night. I'm
not playing this again with you. I'm not playing this.
It's my first time hosting it. Come on.
I'm not playing this again with you. This is why I don't play, because people don't know the answers. Right. You got 20 questions to guess the one I have. Go on.
Are they in WWE?
No.
Great. Are they in AEW?
No.
Just look at your face. Oh God, are they in Ring of Honor?
No.
Are they in Impact?
No.
Are they a legend?
No. Well, I'm going to say no.
Are they a TV personality? Or another sport personality, shall I say?
No.
No, like, I mean, when I say that, I mean, like, you got the Gronk.
No.
No, not that, no. Okay.
You've had 5 questions.
Have they held the 24/7 title before? So who has to Google now, Chad?
Oh yeah, because you can tell me everyone that held the 24/7 title, can't you?
Yeah,
even if the yes, it's not gonna help you because everybody's flipping held it.
Oh, you can just say R-Truth 150 times.
Right. Yes. I thought so. I just had to make sure. Yes.
Have they been on TV more than twice?
Yes.
Is it the Old Spice guy?
No, it's not. No, it's not the Old Spice guy.
It's a good guess.
It really wasn't. You've had like 9 questions.
Is it a referee? No. Is it a referee?
No. You've got 10 questions left.
Oh, fuck, I really don't know. It's not the Gronk, is it?
No.
No.
Well, you asked, is it someone like Gronk? And I said no.
I said like
it's not
Gronk.
Gronk,
So now I'm going to ask the Gronk. Who
No.
else was won it? Who else was?
You've got 9 questions left. And to be honest, you haven't asked many good questions.
Is it a female?
Yes.
No, are they a former superstar?
Define superstar.
That they used to wrestle with in WWE?
Yes.
Used to.
You might actually get this now.
I know who it is. I just can't think of the name.
Then you don't know who it is.
I know you know someone's by face, but you don't know what the name is.
You don't know who it is. Who do you think it is? Like, describe them.
Oh,
it's a woman, and she's held the 24/7 title.
How many women have held the 24/7 title there?
Oh, 6. You nearly had me then. I was going to name them all.
No, because it was a big. Was it related to? Was it when a Cardi B comment was made?
Is this a question?
Yes.
No.
Because there's something to do with 24/7 title with Cardi B.
I can tell you exactly when she won it as well. And I can also tell you who she beat for it. And I can also tell you who she lost it to.
She lost it to like 5 minutes later, didn't she?
Is that a question?
Yes.
Yes.
See, I know who it is. I know exactly what you're on about. I don't know the fucking name.
I think only maybe 2 women have held it longer than like an hour. So describe her. Who do you think it is? Describe.
She doesn't wrestling. I was going to say Trish status.
Is that a question?
Yes.
No.
She was around that time, though. Wasn't she?
Is that a question?
Yes.
Not really, no.
So she was.
I told you, you're not thinking of the right person. Like, you know this person. You know their name.
I really don't.
You do. You got 3 questions left. Sure, I'm feeling generous. I'll give you a clue. She once won a Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Award for favorite butt kicker.
That's no help for me.
I see you there Googling it.
I'm really not.
You've got 3 questions. If you get it within these 3 questions off that one clue, then I know you've Googled it. So, don't give up.
Yeah.
Kelly.
Yeah. So Kelly used to be around just that time, didn't she?
No, Kelly was around 2011.
Well,
when was Trish around?
Sure, she was around that time.
Trish? Oh, I don't know, possibly actually. I don't know. Before my time, innit?
She debuted in 2000 and 2000.
She debuted in 2000. Yeah, it was definitely after that. Yeah, it was definitely after that. I think, were you not thinking of Maria Kanellis? Because the women that have held the 24/7 championship are Tamina, Carmella, Kelly, Alundra Blaze, Maria Kanellis, and that could be it.
Trish Stratus originally held the 24/7 as well.
No. You really think they'll stoop her that low?
There used to be another 24/7 title in 2001, didn't there?
The hardcore title.
It's still classed as 24/7, yeah, but a different.
The hardcore title. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know if she won that. I don't know. It's before my time, innit? But now we're going to move on to our next segment. Be right back. Right. So basically, me and Tom have drawn a picture for each other to try and guess the moment in wrestling history. And just by looking at his, I can already tell you it's the Hardys returning at WrestleMania and winning the tag belts. Am I correct?
Yeah, what give it away the most is Jeff Hardy's tattoos.
Jeff Hardy has tattoos.
The green bit down the side of him.
I'm colorblind, so no, that didn't help.
Can you see my mouse?
It's the fact that it's Matt and Jeff Hardy holding belts next to a ladder that gave it away. Now let's see if you can guess mine. Right, and this is mine. So Tom, talk me through what you're thinking. This is what I thought. I thought we were doing it on paint like this, and I thought we were doing a good job. I didn't think we were doing like as good a job as you, where I could just get it by looking at it.
Wow.
So talk me through what you see.
Well, it was obviously Smackdown Live in the UK.
Okay. So it's a big moment that happened in Smackdown Live in the UK. You're down to like one moment.
Was it AJ Styles win the World Heavyweight Championship?
From?
Okay, now you got no chance then. I'm right in the moment. It's just I've got to figure out who it's from.
You really not know who AJ Styles beat for the championship? Oh dear, Tom. Oh dear. It's Jinder Mahal. Oh dear, that's bad. That's bad. I thought I did a good job there.
How could you do Jinder Mahal as a stick man? At least I got the moment right. It's just the person.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point. You're not meant to get like it's a big moment in WWE history. You got the moment.
The first time the championship changed hands in how many years?
So you should have known who he beat for it.
Yeah.
Right, let's get into the weekly discussion. We're going to do some quick discussions about Wrestlemania Backlash. We're going to do a few discussions, give our early predictions. Obviously, we can change it before our official predictions on the weekend because SmackDown is still yet to happen. Let's start with Cesaro versus Roman Reigns. What do you see happening?
I don't see it being a squash match. No way being a squash match.
Me neither.
But I reckon it'll be Roman and Jay in one corner and Cesaro and Jimmy in the other.
Okay. And who wins?
I reckon it's still Roman, but I don't know. Is it a no DQ match?
It's not at the time of recording, but it's possible that they had that on SmackDown.
That's what I mean. I reckon it'd be disqualification via Jay. If it is if it's no DQ match.
I think Roman retains. I think he does pin/submit or pass out Cesaro. But I do think there will be shenanigans behind the referee's back.
Oh yeah, without doubt.
So who's retaining? You think Roman's retaining?
Roman's still going to retain, but not clean.
Dirty Dogs versus Mysterios. Who walks out champs?
Mysterios.
Everyone I've spoke to has said the Mysterios.
They won't hold. I think they'll win it, but they won't hold it for long.
I'm going to say Dirty Dogs. I'm going to say Dirty Dogs to retain. Everyone's saying Mysterios for them then to drop it to the Usos, but I honestly think Dirty Dogs retain.
Yeah, but the Mysterios have built them up for so long.
They haven't. 2 weeks ago, they weren't even in the title picture. And then it was sort of like, oh, the Mysterios are having a match at Backlash. They haven't done anything, but they're having a match. Look, they're having a match this Sunday. Wrestlemania Backlash. Dominic and Ray want to become the first father and son. Yeah. Whereas like the Dirty Dogs have held it for a while and they could drop it. At the moment, I'm saying Dirty Dogs to retain, but I want to see what happens on SmackDown before I make my official prediction.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley defending against Asuka and Ric Flair's daughter.
Yeah, that's all she is. Part of me thinks Rhea's going to keep their belt. She's going to do a Roman, pin him, stack him.
Smash them, stack them, pin them. But question then is, if Rhea retains, who does she face next? But then if we're living in Tom's universe,
and
Bliss goes after Shayna, then
Jax.
Nia. We get Rhea and Nia.
I
suppose
that'd definitely be interesting.
Yeah, I probably won't watch it because it's Nia. So you think Rhea Ripley retains?
I reckon she retains.
I can see it being Charlotte, you know.
No.
It's always Charlotte. It's always Charlotte.
Charlotte can go back to SmackDown.
Why? Why would you do that? Why would you put Charlotte on SmackDown? Why would you put her on the good show? Leave her where she is. Leave her where she is so I can enjoy SmackDown.
That's what we want, but that doesn't mean that's going to probably happen.
Do you honestly think they're going to move Charlotte to SmackDown?
SmackDown against Bianca.
Bugger off. Speaking of Bianca, facing Bayley this Sunday and what I think could be match of the night. Because Bianca had an incredible match against Sasha Banks at Mania, and I think that she could have another good one with Bayley. I think it's too soon for Bianca to drop the belt, so I'm probably going to go Bianca to retain. What about you?
Bianca to retain as well.
Miz versus Damian Priest in a lumberjack match.
No contest.
In a lumberjack match?
Yeah.
You have a no contest in a lumberjack match?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone attacks each other, gets out of control, and doesn't regain control.
I think I'd like to see Miz win, but I just love the Miz. But I think it's going to be Damian Priest. And then the final match is the men's triple threat for the Universal title. The WWE title. Bobby Lashley, Braun Strowman, and Drew McIntyre.
Did you say Braun Strowman?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I reckon Drew.
I reckon Lashley to retain. And I think that's it. I think we've approached the end of the show. Bold prediction time, Tom.
Have we actually got Raw Tag Team Championship match yet?
Don't be silly. Don't be silly. If they do, it'll be against New Day on the pre-show, but nothing's been confirmed.
But then we've got Sheamus. We've got Sheamus then.
That's not been confirmed either. Stick them all on the pre-show. Oh dear, you must be having a laugh if you think they've actually booked titles from Raw to be on this. So we've got 2 titles from Raw and 3 titles from SmackDown. There's only 6 matches. Bold prediction. What you got? I'll tell you mine. You ever think? I'll tell you mine. So this Sunday, we get WrestleMania Backlash because they want to get more money out of the WrestleMania name. I think that next year we get a pay-per-view called WrestleMania's Fastlane. I reckon we get WrestleMania Fastlane, WrestleMania, and WrestleMania Backlash because they're going to milk this WrestleMania name dry. What have you got?
My bold prediction is probably going to be Charlotte to go to SmackDown.
Really? I don't know. That's a good one because I can't see it happening. But there you have it. Ladies and gentlemen that are listening, be on the lookout for something along the lines of KTN. Obviously, we can't say much about it just yet, but KTN, keep an eye out. What do you think is going to happen at WrestleMania Backlash? Leave it in the comments below. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, all that good jazz. Also, check out Max Wrestling as well because they're like, they're all right, I suppose. They're all right. And I do hold their predictions championship, so I am getting technically paid to say this. I am going to retain it this weekend at Impact's pay-per-view Under Siege, and then defend it the very next night at WrestleMania Backlash, becoming the best Max Wrestling predictions champion in history. Till next time, ciao.